when it comes to using dates in your worksheets, it's one thing to have the date in there, but it's another maybe next to the date showing what, let's say, the day of the week that is, or showing what month that is. Even though, I mean, you can look at that first one and say, well, it's October, you know, and it's the year 2018. You might want to have next to those dates a column that shows like the day of the week, or shows the year, or shows whatever. Well, we have a whole slew of formulas that we use, function formulas, that will allow us to take a date and display it in different ways that are related to dates. So I want to show you, first of all, the year, which we know, I mean, you look at it as 2018, I get it, but let's just say you still want to have that as a separate piece of information for whatever reason. I'm showing this to you because I'm showing all the other ones. I might as well throw this one at you as well, and just in case you ever use it. So what you'll do is you'll type in equal TE for text, okay? You'll reference that date, all right, comma, and then in quotation marks, you put what you want it to kind of extract out of it. In this case, we're going to put YY, YY, all right? And then another little quotation mark, right? So that's basically going to give us the 4-digit year. So we go ahead and hit the enter key. There it is. I can take that then and copy it down. That's pretty neat. Now, the one that I think makes a lot more sense would be the day of the week. And I want to see, first of all, the 3-digit day of the week. That's what I want. So in this case, what we do is we do equal TE, there's your text, all right? And we click onto the date, comma, quotation marks, and then DDD, quotation mark, enter. And there it is, the 3-digit. Copy that one down. Next one. This is the full spelling of the day of the week, right? Same formula, equal TE. There's our text. There's our date, comma, and then in quotation marks, look at this, DDDD, all right? Close off the quotations, hit the enter key, there's your full spelling, all right? Now we have exactly the same thing when it comes to the months, all right? So in this case, we want to see the 3-digit month that this is, all right? So we're going to say equal TE for text, double click it, refer to it, comma, and then in quotation marks, it's going to be, can you take a guess? MMM, right? And there's your 3-digit month. And then if you want the full spelling, watch what we do here. We're going to do another equal, and then we're going to do our TE. And that's going to be text. And we'll do that there, comma, quotation marks now, and then we'll go ahead. In this case, what we're going to do is we're going to put in okay, so we'll do a quotation mark and then MMM, right? Oh, I want the full spelling. Sorry about that. Full spelling. Sorry about that. Go back there. We want the MMMM, right? There's the full spelling. Kind of interesting. There it is. Now, one last one here. This would be if you wanted just the single character for the month. In other words, O for October, J for January, that type of thing. Not the best thing as far as being able to tell certain things, because obviously you got June and July and January all with J's, all right? Not going to work too good. But if you had a worksheet set up where you had along the top January, March, April, May, June, then somebody's going to see the J for January, the F for February, M for March, and they're going to know it that way, all right? So if you want to do that, here's what you would do. You'd do an equal. We would do our TE, reference the date as usual. Oh, I messed up there. I did something wrong there. Okay. I think I need to get off it. Okay, so right here, sorry about that, equal, we do our TE, all right, there's our text. We're going to reference that, comma, now watch this. This is weird. You're going to type in M, 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 so 5 M's, okay? And that gives you the O. Let me go ahead and copy that down, there you go. So take it for what it's worth. I think there's maybe a couple of them in here that I think everybody would use, especially maybe the day, the month, that type of thing. But just something to kind of add a little bit more friendliness to your data, especially with dates. It's always, I mean, if anything, it's always nice to know what day of the week is October 6th of 2018, right? Or whatever the date is, right? So I think that's a good thing to have. So hopefully you can start using some of this. Thanks for watching the video.